When the Tu-144 came in low, there appeared to be no hint of trouble. But some seconds later, she was diving and about to crash. It tore itself to pieces and exploded, and only a rainfall of bits and pieces hit the ground.
I'm sure there are an awful lot of people today who don't even know that the Russians had a go at doing a supersonic airliner. It got the nickname of Concordski because the press were looking for some similarities. And I mean, it's jolly interesting to say, well, he must have copied it. They must have pinched our drawings. They must have spies in our company. This is what sells newspapers. But I don't think there was much reality to it.
It's remarkably like Concorde to look at, with exactly the same delta-shaped wings. On this model, no droop snoot is shown on the nose, but a lady Soviet technician here has just assured me that, in fact, this aircraft will have a droop snoot, just like Concorde.
At Paris 1973, what we were faced with was two supersonic airliners, and there was undoubtedly competition to see who could put on the best flying display. The last day of the air show, we watched the Concorde with its manoeuvres of turns and passes. And then it was the turn of the Tu-144. It climbed steeply before suddenly the nose went down from this steep climb very violently. The aeroplane got quite close to the ground. It pulled out from the dive and broke up. It was later that evening on the radio, of course, that we heard quite a large number of people had been killed on the ground because the aircraft had actually crashed in the middle of a small village. There were so many rumours as to what happened. The official story, which nobody in the business believed, was that there was a loose photographer in the cockpit and he fell forward across the controls when the aircraft levelled off from its climb. The French had a reconnaissance aeroplane flying above the airfield to record what the competitive aeroplanes were doing, and this would have applied especially to the Tu-144. I think they had unexpectedly seen this French reconnaissance aeroplane. They immediately stopped climbing and tried to go out underneath it. That was probably the cause of the accident. After the accident, I don't think the world heard much more about the Tu-144 at all. It never flew outside Russia, and there was very little information about what went on. I'm sure also that a lot of people would have said that was because of the accident. In actual fact, their engine technology wasn't up to the standard that the West had got. With hindsight, we just look at what happened after 1973 and we say, well, Concorde won and the Tu-144 lost.